everyone, welcome back to Danielle's Decor. Today we are going to be working here on the buffet in the kitchen, and I will show you my finished gingerbread tree when we're done. My dog's down here. Sorry. I meant to get this video out earlier, but it's been a crazy week, so I'm going to get this started and I'll show you what we're going to do. I already have a couple things over here. This is my cloche, and it's just filled with different little ornaments. And then this little tree is from Hobby Lobby, and I don't remember how much it was. I'm thinking it was like $10. It was really inexpensive. Has the little metal tin that it sits down in. My dog is bumping my tripod. Go on, Chuck, go. Go on. He's just standing there. Anyway, and I added little red berries to it. It had the little pine cones on it already. And then I made a simple little bow to go on the front of it. And I'll show you guys how I did that bow here in a minute. So we're gonna have that over there on that end. And then up here on the mirror, I have the little wreath that I've done for you guys. But let me get, I wanna do a little arrangement inside this little vase that I have. So let me get you guys adjusted and we'll throw something in this vase real quick. Okay, so in this vase, I have a few things that I want to add. Let me go ahead and just grab all of that and set all of this over here. The first two things that I'm gonna start with are these little greenery pieces. And I'm thinking they were $3.99. I'm thinking they came from Trees and Trends based on the tags. And y'all, my camera is just not focusing for nothing today. But I think you can find these at Hobby Lobby. It's just greenery and it's kind of sparse. I have one like that, and then I have one like this with the long needle pine. So I'm gonna kind of sit them back to back and drop them down in here and just kind of move them around and kind of mix these into each other like that. All right, so now that we have those two in there, I'm gonna add my extra gingerbread pick that I had left over from the tree topper. I'm just gonna drop that straight down in the middle. I'm gonna pull some of them branches kind of around. Wow, oh, my thing's getting all bent. And keep in mind that I've got glitter now everywhere. I just cleaned all this off and dusted. And now I'm covered in glitter again. I want to get that straight. So, all right. Now that we have that kind of in the middle, I have just a bunch of little red berries that I'm gonna add, and just in different little places. This is my tallest one, so I'm just gonna kind of put it a little bit towards the back. And then we're just gonna fill in with some of the other ones and other little places. Just to give it I'm just kind of sticking them in on these little branches. For some reason this one is really bugging me here. Okay. clean up my mess. And then I have an extra one of these little peppermint picks, and that's just gonna kind of sit in the front. Like that. Let me move these. Then more over there to the side, I think. And I think that's how we are going to leave it. Now I have this one up here that's really kind of up there on its own, which is kind of bothering me. But I think it'll be okay. Really don't want to cut it apart, because then I won't be able to get it. Maybe if I just bend it. Better. I just bent my little thing down back behind there. There. Now it's not sticking up so crazy and on its own. All right. That is all of that little arrangement. Now I'm gonna clean up all the glitter that I just dumped everywhere, and then we'll move on to around it. Now to go around it, I picked up a couple of these little trees from Hobby Lobby. This one was $10, half off, so $5 for that one. And then this one was $5, so $2.50. I thought this was super, super cute. And then I have stuff falling everywhere. I also grabbed a little hot cocoa box from Hobby Lobby. This one was $14.99 and half off. But I thought this will look really cute sitting inside this little cocoa box, and that's gonna sit right there. Let me get this thing out of my way here. And I went to Target the other day and I found one of these little metal mini tree collars for $3, and I thought this would be really cute inside or going around that little tree. So it gives it the little red and white look. I might want to stuff it with something just to kind of help cover some of that burlap, but for right now I think it's okay. And then inside of this little box, I just want to fill it with a couple little ornaments. And these actually still have the little things on them. So I thought I'd just put a few little red ornaments inside that. But I don't have my scissors on me, so I need to take the tags off of my little trees. So. All right, now we're gonna move down here to this side. So over here by this little tree, I have my two little red deer from Walmart. So he's gonna sit there and he's gonna sit there. And I just love that it adds a bright pop of red over here. Let me move this in a little bit closer. And then real quick, I'll show you guys how I made that bow. So for this bow, I don't need very much. I start with my little tail that I wanted to stick up. So I don't want it to be very long. So I just made a short little tail, made one loop, pinched it, and I want it to be a smaller bow. So I'm keeping my loop kind of small. And then I have my other tail coming out here, and that's all. I want this one a little longer so it'll hang down, but That's all that I did on that one. So I have one loop with 2 tails. Now with my smaller ribbon, I went up, little tail the same size as this one, is my shorter tail, right here. Made one little loop, folded it back over, you twist, fold it over, and this one only has 2 loops. So I have 2 loops on this one out of this, and then I have this tail coming down right here. And we'll make this tail a little longer. I'm going to take my wire, lay it underneath my thumb, bring it around in between my fingers, pull it tight, and twist. And then you have your 2 tails coming up, your 2 little loops. I'm going to pull this loop right here, coming down, one coming up. I should have did it the other way because my words are upside down. That's all right. So I'm going to fold this in half, and then I'm going to cut my little dovetails on my ends. And then on this one, I'm just going to cut it at an angle. And then an angle at this one. There's your little bow. So let me get my tails going the right way. I want that one up. I know you guys can't see. That one coming down, and then these 2 like that. Cute, cute, cute little bow. So fluff these out a little bit more. And then I just wrapped my wire around the base of my tree, and that's how I did that little bow. Very easy, and I'll use that little bow somewhere else around here. So now that we have that finished, I have more glitter everywhere and a mess on my floor. We're gonna move on to this little piece in the center, this little cloche. Sorry, I'm wrapping up my ribbon. I bought a little pack of these fairy lights. These are just the inexpensive ones. I think I got 12 of them for $12, truthfully. But they're not remote. They don't blink. They just turn on and off when you pull the thing. Sorry, it's all shiny, but anyway, I bought a pack of those, and I'm going to use these to light up this stuff over here. Let me turn them off. But we're going to start with a couple pieces of greenery, just kind of solid greenery. And I want it to kind of come around my cloche on each side, but I don't want it to circle it. So I just want a little piece back here, a little piece more towards the front, and then I'm going to take another piece and add it in back here. Actually, I think I'm going to do these 2 to the back. I'll move this one towards the front. And I'm just trying to like lay the stems underneath of the other piece of greenery so that you're not seeing stems everywhere, and it looks like just one solid little garland piece. Oh, it's leaking leaves everywhere, or pine needles. So let me lift this up a little bit. All right. Now that we have that, I'm going to take these little fairy lights and I'm going to run them through. If I can get them untangled. And I like these. They take the little flat batteries. You can buy the batteries at the Dollar Tree, so they're not expensive to replace the little button batteries. But they're shorter and they're inexpensive. So I didn't want one of the big, huge things of fairy lights for such a small little greenery piece. And I've tangled it. How did I tangle it? Oh. I don't know what in the world I did. Somehow I managed to tangle them all up. Alright. So I'm going to start, and I hate how this thing just glares. Usually when you add light around it, it doesn't glare so bad, but apparently today it's just going to be difficult. So I'm just going to start that here, and then I'm going to tuck my little battery pack back in there. And then I'm just going to wrap some of these lights into this greenery. And it doesn't have to be perfect. I'm just going to kind of weave it in and out and around. So, put some more in through here. Just to give it a little bit of light. Now we got a few little lights in there, and I'm just going to add a couple little picks. I have 3 of these little picks like this. So I want one kind of coming out the front, right here. And then another one I'm going to add kind of back here. And then the other one I'm going to put over in here. It's wanting to roll backwards on me, and I don't want it to where you can't see it. All right. I don't know, my thing looks crazy. So now that we have those 3, well, I actually have 4. I have one more. Ooh, where can I put this one? Maybe I'll stick that one back there, just kind of standing up. I'm going to go in with some of these. I think I bought these last year at Joann's on clearance, and they're just little, kind of the, oh, what is it, the sparkly holly leaves. Is that holly? Mistletoe. I think it's mistletoe. So I'm going to add a couple in, oh, I'm dropping stuff, but I want them mixed. So I'm just going to reach around and pull some of it kind of up and around so that it's kind of coming out of my greenery. And I'm going to add one more a little farther back. Like I said, I'm pulling it up and through the greenery so that it's a little bit mixed in. it's not just sitting on top. And then we'll do one more and over in here. Pushing on it and it's scooting everything away. Alright, now we have those. I have a couple ornaments that I want to put in there. I have one big kind of polka dotted velvety one that I want to sit right here, and then I might take a little striped one, maybe one like this. Not bad. And we'll put these two to the back. No, I can't get them. There. We're just going to set those right there. I'm going to add a couple over here. Sorry, I have to step in front of you for a second. Put two right there. And then I'll just throw one solid red one to the back. So a couple on each side. And I have this little peppermint pick. Well, that's the only one I have. So we'll throw this down here in the end, just to add a little bit of peppermint. I'm just kind of pulling that around the greenery. So I got a little touch of peppermint on the end of it. Now, I'm going to add some of these red berries. I'm loving red berries this year. I'm sticking them in everything. But we're just going to start throwing little red berries all around. Just to give it a little bit more color. Put some more over here. My thing's trying to fall. Get it. No, nothing's like attached in here. I just have things sitting, all over. But I'm just gonna add a few little berries here and there. I end up having to attach those. I'll put some more berries to the back. One more. I need some back here somewhere. I'm gonna throw some down in there. I'm just kind of setting them. Making sure all my stuff is where it's supposed to be. Now, I have an extra little gingerbread house, and I don't have to, but I thought it would be cute if I just kind of sat it right there, kind of in front of the cloche. So, alright. Now I'm going to step back, make sure everything's where it's supposed to be, and I'll take you guys down and I'll show you what I've done. Be right back. Here is the whole area finished, and I don't know if I'm going to leave, let me see if I can get my finger, that sign up, because to me, I don't like the big red sign, and then that sign, I might change it before the home tour. But so far, I have this little sign right here, and then the little Merry Christmas. Those were actually hanging on my tree last year. And in this little thing, I have my Glory to the Newborn King sign. I just made a little bow. That's greenery that I've had in there. And then I just added a little Christmas pick. So, and down here is my awesome little elf. I love this guy. I've named him Mr. Potts. My husband said he has to have a name so that we know who has killed him in his sleep. But I think he is cute. Oh my goodness. And then he's got the little Christmas calories don't count sign. And you guys, my sister made me a little gingerbread guy. She is awesome with her crocheting. So she made me a cute little gingerbread man. And over here, we move onto the buffet. There is that little bow that we did together. And then the pretty little tree. And you guys, my kitchen is a mess. I've got stuff sitting everywhere still. But we're getting through this little by little. So here is the greenery that I've wrapped kind of around this cloche with the different size little ornaments in it. Oh, it's just 3 pieces of greenery. I can't even talk, greenery with stuff just shoved in there. Super easy to do. And then the hot cocoa, I think that's adorable. And a couple little ornaments. Let me turn that one. And the little arrangement that we have made. And y'all, I'm shuffling things because it's bugging me. It looks like it's too far over that way. And that other little tree. Now, over here is the gingerbread tree. Yeah, I had a time with this tree. And truthfully, my tree topper, oh my goodness, she's a big one. It is like over, I don't know, it's big, but it's cute. So I added a couple of the little gingerbread men in there. And then the gingerbread picks along with some little marshmallow ones. And then just some solid red sparkly beaded picks. And then I added a bunch of these red and white poinsettias that I just think are beautiful. And truthfully, the poinsettias like that just grab your attention. And when you look down here, they match the little red deer. And that solid red with the little pop of white just really draws your eye. So it kind of carries your eye from over here to the tree. That red just grabs you. But I did find this little sign at Walmart this year. It says Jingle. So we have that one hanging there. But in certain places, I grouped 3 little ornaments together with some wire and made like a little ornament cluster and put those on. I have little peppermint poinsettias in there, and then some little of the marshmallow picks coming out. I did add a couple of my little ornaments that I had made and a while ago, and I'll be making some more. I just haven't had time to mess with it. But I used the the red and white ticking stripe along with the peppermint ribbon, and then I made little bows like that to kind of tie everything together. So I have my big gingerbread house ornaments on there. I have little gingerbread ornaments and cookies and a little peppermint tree, little peppermint houses. So I stuffed everything into this tree. I did do just regular white lights on the tree, and then after I put everything on it, I wasn't liking it. Felt like it needed a little something, so I had ordered some of these, and these are plug-in fairy lights. It's like 65 feet of the plug-in fairy lights. But they don't blink, they just turn on or off, which is kind of annoying. I got another little thing right there that was moved. But it does give it, you know, an added little texture with the smaller lights. But they're awesome. I actually went up and down this tree twice with those lights. So, and I've decorated it, you know, pretty much all the way around, because when you're in the living room and you look out from the kitchen, you can kind of see the side of the tree and a little to the back. So I did try to go as far to the back as I could. I added some of these little picks like this. And oh, look, my little mitt turned around. I'll have to get him going the right way. But I like it. It's pretty. It'll work. So I really like these big gingerbread houses. They just, when you step back and you look at that tree, they really grab your attention. I have another one over there on that side and then one on the other, but they really grab your attention. So that is my whole buffet tree. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Till next time, thanks for watching. Bye.